Hello and welcome to a very, very special episode of Horror Movie Yearbook. I'm your host, Willie, and with me as always is my wonderful bearded, sunglassed, earphoned, super immersed co-host Tim Long.
You were doing your NPR voice.
Oh, was I?
Yes.
Yeah,
very Terry
sultry.
Gross, yeah.
Very Terry, yes, very sultry. And as a special surprise for our listeners, and I think in the best way possible, making his, I believe, full debut on a full episode of Horror Movie Yearbook. I don't believe you've done a full-on episode before.
I've done commentary.
You've done a commentary, okay.
That's it.
No, you did. I was thinking about this too. You were on, we did a Stranger Things, I think season 2 recap.
Oh, okay.
You were on with us.
Well, I don't remember that.
Do you not remember
at
that?
all.
Yeah.
Well, it's been a while. Please welcome back the founder himself, Mr. Alex Morell.
Thank you very much.
Alex.
I'm glad to be here. I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm glad to be here too at your house, because you had the technology with which we can properly watch this film that we're about to dissect. It's exciting.
I find myself a collector of obscure and useless technology.
You're a big UMD guy.
I love my UMDs. I've got a laser disc or two.
Excellent.
Both purchased by Gojo.
What do you have on UMD?
Well, the thing that won the obscure media bracket was, of course, the Japanese version of Zack Snyder's 300.
Which is, what, 300? 300, yes.
And I also have a copy of The Pest and Tron on UMD.
Excellent.
And Once Upon a Time in Mexico, I believe.
That's the perfect UMD, though.
You are a man of the world.
I really am.
Well traveled.
I went to, I'm sorry to completely derail the podcast.
No,
please do.
I was this close to buying everyone a bespoke UMD movie. But then I was like, I don't need to drag everyone down to my level. There's no reason anybody else in our friend group needs to own UMD movies.
I might already be there. I just don't know it yet.
That's true, but like, you guys would never watch it. It would never be useful in your life. It would just serve as Alex is an idiot, and she gave me this one time.
I'd put it in one of those, those really nice floating frames. You can get it like a Michaels, or where it just kind of sits there in the ether.
Yeah, I wonder what the UMD collectors out there think is the perfect frame for their UMD movies.
Please write in. So a very special guest for a very special episode. Today we are going to be sitting down and watching from beginning to end, from the beautiful opening sequence to the closing jump scare, Friday the 13th Part 3. But it's even more special, guys. I feel like one of those, one of those infomercial guys, like, wait, there's more. We're watching Friday the 13th Part 3 in 3D. That's the aforementioned technology.
Yes.
We are watching this on the Scream Factory Blu-ray release, which came with an actual legitimate 3D copy of the movie. I think the first time that home video, there's been a real true 3D home video release of the movie. I know that there was a DVD at one point. Tim, I believe you've seen the DVD copy.
I have sseen the DVD copy, yes.
With the paper Jason mask glasses.
The paper Jason mask glasses would not stay on your face.
No.
I told the story last time. I'll tell it because Alex wasn't around. I lived at home at the time, and it was late at night, and I was so excited to get the DVD. I'm like, finally, I get to watch this movie the way it was meant to be seen.
Yes.
And it's like after midnight, and I hear my dad walking down the stairs. I've got those paper 3D glasses on, and I'm watching Friday the 13th Part 3, and he just kind of sighed. This was the moment it hit of like, I gotta get my son out of this house.
So disappointed.
Well, I think hopefully your father smiles upon where you are now in life.
Yes.
You're watching it with
true 3D
active shutter 3D glasses on a 3D TV.
You're really gone places, Tim. I have seen the movie before, never seen it in any 3D format, so I'm quite excited to do this. Alex, you have not seen the movie at all.
No, my only exposure to this film and any of anything in it would have been one, our Fight the Franchise from the Film Nerds.
Yeah.
Where I watched Friday the 13th Part 1, or the first one. I watched 4 at 1.5 speed, and then I watched 5 and 6 with you guys. Those are the only ones that I've seen, other than Jason Takes Manhattan, which is a previous commentary.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's right. That's right. We really like to drag you down with us, don't we?
Yeah. Well, it's illuminating for me, because I previously was on a high horse, and now I'm a man of the people.
Yeah,
I like to think of
truly
myself.
a man of the people.
Yes.
You might be the founder, but you're the everyman as well.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's what we're doing. We are here to watch Friday the 13th Part 3 in 3D. We are strapped in.
Mm-hmm.
We got goggles on, and it's just it's madness. We look like we're about to, I don't know, drive some sort of major car race or something. I don't know what we're doing.
It's a real time machine this time.
It really truly is.
The safety gear is on. So for those watching at home, if you're going to watch with us, which I hope you are, because it's a commentary, not an episode, not like I don't know.
I like to hope it'll be entertaining regardless,
Hopefully.
But I think you'll get the full... Yeah, I know
yes, if you want the full experience, we are paused on the Paramount logo just after it turned to blue.
Yes.
So all the stars are there. It says Paramount, a Gulf Western company. I'm going to hit the play button.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully everything's going to be in 3D. And
That's the hope.
We're going to get going here.
That's the hope.
All
Here
right.
we go.
So if you're not to that point yet, please pause and get there, and then unpause, and then I'm going to tell you when I'm going to unpause the show.
Excellent.
All right. So 3, 2, 1, unpause. Took a second because that's PlayStation.
Paramount, Gulf Western Company. This was the third of 8 Friday the 13th movies done by Paramount. Ooh, here we go. What's this?
Yeah, this is the disclaimer here.
Oh, yes. So
I was looking at original pictures from like the premiere, and there's a guy kind of dressed like Jason.
Oh, no.
He's mostly just wearing kind of like a green shirt, and he's handing out 3D glasses at the...
That's excellent.
Yeah, at the thing. And he's mostly just in a green shirt and dirty.
He at least had a hockey mask, right?
No, he was bald. He was like just a bald dude.
Okay. All right. It's an odd choice. Steve Miner film. Steve Miner. I'm a fan of Steve Miner's work.
Wait a minute. How many Steve... Have we done his entire filmography on this podcast?
We've done quite a few.
Because he's Lake Placid, right?
He's done Lake Placid. We talked about Halloween H2O, which of course is a Steve Miner film. We have talked about
Part 2.
Friday the 13th Part 2. So yeah, we've done most of his horror filmography, which is wonderful.
We got to figure out... I don't know off the top of my head what else he's done. And I can't IMDb it with these glasses on, but...
I know he's done a lot of... He's done a lot of Hallmark stuff, I think. Lots of made-for-TV kind of romantic fare.
We'll do a bonus episode on one of those.
Now, what we're watching right now, and the reason for that previous warning is this is the kind of finale of Friday the 13th Part 2. And I always forget that the first, 4 or 5 of these movies, basically you spend the first 10 minutes recapping the previous one. So here we are with Ginny. Your favorite final girl of the series, right, Tim?
Yeah, I would say probably.
Yeah.
Now, the original plot to Part 3, or correct me if I'm wrong here, was supposed to follow her in kind of a mental institution.
That's right, yeah.
And Jason was supposed to kind of track her down through there, correct? And then some people called it Jason Goes to the Cuckoo's Nest or something, is what the original title was.
Right.
Or the working title. The working title for Part 3 was Crystal Japan.
Crystal Japan, yeah. They named all of the Friday the 13th movies, the working titles, after David Bowie songs, I believe.
Nice.
I think 6 was Aladdin Sane, which is another Bowie gem. Yeah, I think that part of the reason why they didn't roll with that, obviously, was that Amy Shields, is that her name? Amy Shields? The actress who plays Ginny.
Yeah. Steele.
Amy Steele, thank you. She did not have an interest in coming back. It sounds like she had already done, obviously, Part 2, and I believe she was in April Fool's Day, and I think she was kind of not wanting to do slasher stuff. And I think that it felt a little derivative of Halloween 2, where you've got your surviving female, your heroine, running around essentially a hospital being chased by the killer. So it just didn't, I just don't think it was going to work out that way regardless of whether or not they could get her back. And I think that people want the summer camp, right?
Right.
I mean, that's what, you got to go back to the well. They certainly have...
And if you're trying to get teenagers to a movie, you need to... I don't necessarily think that's the route to take. I think the better route is to have younger people.
Yeah, psychiatric hospitals generally aren't considered sexy.
I heard One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest was really high in the 18 to 30.
The demo.
The demo. So here we go. This is a fun little fact for Friday the 13th Part 2, which is not the movie we're going to be talking about in depth, but she actually whacked this guy pretty hard in the hand, I believe, with the fake machete to the point where he actually had to go and get stitches in the hospital. So that's a fun. And he came back and finished the scene.
Well, that's why he just ruined her leg with a pickaxe.
Yeah, he was pissed.
Yeah.
Yep.
I couldn't blame him.
Now, this is Sackhead Jason.
Mm-hmm.
Alex, is this your first exposure here to Sackhead Jason?
So the thing,
video game,
Yeah,
right?
I was going to say the thing that I didn't finish saying earlier because I forgot I was talking about things was the game has exposed me to a lot of this stuff. I did not really know until I re-listened to the Fright the Franchise last week that like the milieu of Jason's mom's sweater and her head was something directly out of the movies.
Yep.
That you can find in the game was in Friday the 13th Part 2. And the act of her putting on the sweater to like
trick him.
Yeah. So that's really cool for me having played the game now, actually experiencing these a little bit and
that's a fun reversal almost
of
of like now it's fun that the game was kind of your intro to a lot of those elements and then you went over to the movies. That's cool. That's fun. So this is one of the stranger endings, I think, and there's a lot of them in the franchise because we get this weird, okay, she's taken Jason out seemingly. We've got, is it a dream? Is it not a dream? And you'll see that coming up. We have no idea what happens to this guy here, Paul. He just kind of disappears and it's never explained in any way. We don't know if he's dead or not. Then there's a dog.
Oh, he's got one of those shirts that has like the flannel on the inside of the collar.
I love those, man. Yeah. Can we get those coming back? Can we bring those back, you think?
I would assume you could find them somewhere.
Yeah. There's some killer fashions in the Friday the 13th franchise. I always liked Tommy Jarvis's denim jacket with the puffy collar.
Oh, yeah.
I bet you can find most of these at like a Farm and Fleet store.
Yeah, for sure.
No, are we in?
It looks like it's starting to be 3D.
What do we got going? So
this is that shot is indeed shot for Friday the 13th Part 3 in 3D.
Okay.
So yes, that looked that way for a reason. They did shoot a couple of extra little shots here to kind of fill in gaps, stuff that wasn't covered in the second movie.
It's gonna hit here. Now we'll know for sure.
Oh yeah.
Here we go.
You guys good?
Whoa.
I think we're good.
Wait, am I good?
Try and turn them on again if they're not.
All right, now we're talking.
I see it, but they're like, mine's not working real well. I'll keep working on mine.
Yeah, just.
Oh, baby, here I'm.
Now we're talking, baby. Yeah. Now we're going.
They made sure I got the Catherine Parks and Larry Zerner credit. Let's go.
Larry Zerner, what a champion of the franchise, by the way.
Yeah.
A really, really well-regarded Hollywood lawyer.
Yes.
Now, I think he didn't really do much after this movie. He went into law, but he still works in Hollywood, and he is always following the ongoing legal rights battles for Friday the 13th, which are still kind of ongoing at this point. The legal part's done. I think they just have to sort out a lot of the details, probably legally, so it's not done. But Larry Zerner knows law, okay? He's a man of the law. And so he knows what's up, and he keeps the fans informed because he cares, and I appreciate that.
Yes, and he does a good job of breaking it down for the layman.
Yeah, because I don't know what he's...
I have no idea what these people are fighting about, but he does, and he is able to explain it to me.
It's wonderful.
We should mention this credit, a little funky. This is the opening credits. This is the Friday the 13th disco theme by one Mr. Harry Manfredini.
Mm-hmm. Harry, who did all the music for the first 8, I believe. And
this was also by his band, I believe, right? It was called Hot Ice.
Hot Ice, baby. Yeah, and this was actually, it was played at a lot of nightclubs.
Yes.
At the time, I believe specifically gay nightclubs.
Yes.
It was very popular, and which is kind of fun.
Yes.
So there you go. Yeah, a little disco theme for you.
Do you remember the X-Files techno theme?
I do. That was big for a while, too, actually.
Do you remember the album Pure Moods?
I do. It was on there. The Friday the 13th disco theme was not, but probably should have been.
That and that Enya song were on Pure Moods.
Sail away. That one?
Orinoco Flow is the name of that song.
Yeah. And then Tubular Bells from The Exorcist was also on there. Look at those sheets, though. This is rad.
Flapping in the wind, man.
Yeah, we're probably going to be gushing over some of the 3D stuff. Like
for those of you not watching in 3D, we'll try to go whoa and stuff comes out so you get the full effect.
Yeah.
Here's what I'm going to say.
Yeah.
I'm glad that this version of the movie exists.
Whoa.
And now I'm even more glad that this version of the movie exists. But I think the idea of putting out a 3D movie in the 70s and 80s and having to wear those red and blue glasses the entire time
is insane.
It just it makes my head hurt thinking about it.
Yeah, I don't disagree.
It had kind of gone away at the time of this release. I think it was big in like the 50s and 60s a little bit, but then it came like this was one of the first ones to bring it back.
This is part of like the failed attempt at an 80s resurgence.
Right.
So
Yeah.
you had this one. Jaws 3D obviously was one of the bigger releases. I think that came out in around this time.
Yeah, 83, 84. This is 82.
Yep. And then also that antenna. I didn't even realize that was a 3D element.
Yeah, man.
And then we're in for a ride, boys. And then this commentary is going to suck because we're just going to be like, whoa.
What sucks is she doesn't have a 3D TV, so it's not in 3D.
I know. She's not experiencing what we are. It's so sad. And then Amityville 3D was the other big kind of horror.
Yes,
3D
that's
thing.
right.
This one certainly, I think, was the most successful. I believe, certainly critically, or
commercially.
Yeah, commercially.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, critically, I don't think any of them were that well received. All right, so Jason's his sack has been destroyed, and he's on the hunt for a new outfit. He's looking to dress up. I mean, he's got the disco theme playing. Maybe he wants to hit the town. I can't blame the guy.
It really sucks when your sack gets destroyed, right, guys?
Dude,
Very much so.
nothing worse. Nothing worse than sack destroyage. This is one of those, my favorite things about Friday the 13th as a franchise, right? And I mean, it's all slasher movies, but I particularly like the Friday the 13th franchise for this reason. We've talked about it before on various podcasts we've done. Jersey Tucky.
Yes.
This is there's a Jersey Tucky character in pretty much every Friday the 13th movie. These ones are the first ones that really feel Jersey Tucky to me. Like, these ones are just here for body count, right? They don't serve any purpose beyond being killed in the opening sequence to set up our bloodbath that'll come later. And these don't seem like people, and I haven't spent a lot of time in rural New Jersey, to be fair, but these just don't seem like Jersey people to me. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but
there are two fish there.
You're like, are there two fish, or are my eyes deceiving me? Now, this gentleman here has a very interesting relationship with pet food and with his pets.
You ever eat fish food?
I've tried it, yes.
Yeah, when I was a kid, I tried it.
Yeah, it's not good.
I did not try it. I remember asking my dad what it was made out of, and he was like, it's probably worms, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I can't.
It's probably like ground up krill and stuff like that.
I've never even thought about what it's made of. I just assumed it was some sort of like thing. It was some sort of fish. Yeah.
It's probably actually made out of fish.
Can we see what's behind him there? Is that a Sunny Delight?
I believe it was.
Yeah.
Now this is fun. This guy is really a character. Look at this. He's the proprietor of this store, I assume. And you don't get high on your own supply. Look at him. Look at him. Someone's gonna buy that. What a nasty. He just touched a rabbit.
Open watermelon?
Yeah, it's just, look, it's moldy.
Okay, that is a Sunny D, right?
Yeah.
Oh, without a doubt.
When is the last time you guys had a Sunny Delight?
It's been a long time.
I miss it, man.
Did you guys ever have like the weird flavors?
I've tried them.
Yeah.
Like.
You like classic?
Yeah, I gotta go classic. Man. Well, there's the California one too, right? Isn't there like the standard was like the Florida, and then there's the California blend, and the Florida, the original blend is the best way to go. Don't feed that bunny chocolate. What are you doing, man? I don't like this guy.
Is he gonna hold something to the camera here eventually?
Well, there's gonna be a lot of that, right? Lots of sticks poked in our general direction. All sorts of fun stuff. So I believe this is Ethel, and Harold, I believe, is the other character here. Ethel's about perfect for her.
What's the bunny's name?
Scratchers.
Okay. Is that real? Is that true?
No, not at all. It's my headcanon.
Fan fiction.
This is definitely one of those, like I was saying, the Jersey Tucky element, but also this is one of those classic slasher elements that I love, where you've got to have your opening kill, right? You have to get the audience hooked. You got to get them in here. My only apprehension about their handling of this opening kill here is neither of these people are even remotely likable, or like the danger element doesn't really matter at this point.
No.
I don't know. This dude really.
Look at that snake! You can see the string.
This dude really loves his rabbit, though. I mean, I kind of like that about him.
Yeah, that's true. He's an animal lover. That snake killed all of
that.
That
wasn't a pet snake. That was a snake that has gotten loose, right?
Yeah, I think it's a feral snake.
Feral.
That made
a feral snake.
A feral snake that made its way into a cage.
Oh, here we go. We got a 3D dump.
Oh man,
That's fun.
Now, does he have Coca-Cola in there with him, in the bathroom with him?
I don't know. Well, I mean, look.
Oh, he does.
Here
He
we go.
grabs one, doesn't he?
Oh, now he's got his booze hidden.
Oh.
Oh, he's a home brewer.
Yeah, what is he drinking there? Is that...
Actually, it kind of looks like whiskey, doesn't it?
Looks like Jack.
Yeah.
Like a bottle of Jack.
That would make sense in the Coke.
Yep.
I was thinking it would be like in a GameStop when you hear the stories of like used consoles stacked up in the bathrooms. Did you guys ever hear about that?
No.
I believe it. I totally believe it. Remember Family Video? There was some weird shit back there.
Fair point.
There was some weird stuff back there.
Well, you've been in the basement of our local comic shop. What's it like down there?
Many years ago. You remember the movie Labyrinth? With Jennifer Connelly, and she's running around, and you got the walls. It's a labyrinth. There's big, tall walls.
This is just full of old World Championship wrestling figures and
mostly. Stuff. Imagine the walls from Labyrinth, like, 8 feet tall or whatever, 10 feet tall.
David Bowie's there.
But it's, yeah, at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah.
But it's just stacks of like long boxes of old issues of like Wildcats. And
do you think he's got any Friday the 13th comics down there?
Maybe. I don't know. Horror comics, I don't think he carried a ton of that stuff back then. I don't think it sold as well, so he just said to hell with it. But
we're gonna get someone dead here in a second. I did not remember this being so long.
I'm kind of shocked that it hasn't happened yet.
What
honestly.
is Jason doing right now? Okay.
Well, so this is what we call. So most of this stuff we're seeing right now is what would be. Oh, here we go. Oh,
there we go.
And then right into
there we go. I love it. Most of what we're seeing right now is stuff that would be like B-roll, right, in any other movie, or just left on the cutting room floor or whatever.
But they had to hit that.
They had to hit a runtime, and so you had to include whatever you could, including the last 10 minutes of the previous movie. We got to hit that 90, and I think they barely get there, so gotta admire the gusto. Great score from Harry Manfredini. Love the music in the series.
This is a really good score.
Yeah, and he was still, I don't want to say he got lazy by the end, but how could he not? I mean, at a certain point, you've scored like 8 of these movies, and so it's kind of like, I'll do my usual shtick. But like these first 4, I'd say the first 6 movies actually, he does some really cool stuff with like the standard Friday the 13th themes and stuff. I really dig it.
I think he does a really solid job, and even the music that he did for. I don't know if they just licensed his music or if he did some extra stuff for the game, but oh,
look at it sticking out.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good stuff. There we go.
Real quick. Oh,
baseball bat.
I'm really mad at us, Willie, because I had to look up Steve Miner's IMDb in 3D, and we forgot House and we forgot Warlock.
House and Warlock, yeah.
We got to cover those.
You're right. I do want to watch House. It's been a while.
Complete the minor films. Tim, you had a really, really good joke in the Friday the 13th retrospective.
Okay.
Which was we were talking about the directors and what they graduated onto, and you were basically just like, well, most of the Friday the 13th directors did not graduate onto any other movies.
It's true. It is true.
Sad, but true.
Steve Miner did okay, so that's good.
Yeah, that's good.
Here we're being introduced to our young
Shelley, a very divisive character, I think, in some respects.
Yeah. Well, I think he's kind of a fan favorite in the sense that he's so memorable, right?
Yeah. Some people find him annoying, though.
Sure, and I get it. I mean, he's kind of annoying. He's kind of a jerk, but that is the Larry Zerner, the guy we were talking about earlier, Alex.
Nice.
He plays Shelley.
Ooh, what do they call it? Is that called the magic hour in the background of that sun?
Usually you don't shoot into the sun at magic hour, I just want to say. I don't want to question Steve Miner, but...
He was still learning. This isn't early.
This is pre-Lake Placid.
He's mostly there. Yeah, I mean, look at the light on the house and stuff.
Oh, my. So, yeah, we're being introduced to our cast, our young, horny cast. And...
now, this is a horny group, right?
It is a horny group, yeah. There's lots of sexual tension and just sex.
Yeah, it's gone past tension.
Yeah, there's a little bit of tension, but there's a lot of sex.
Yeah.
Could be harassment,
There's some of that too.
Here's the stoner characters.
Yeah. We're gonna reveal our fun stoner duo here, and Look at the guy on the left. It's just Tommy Chong. I mean, literally.
He kind of looks like Mark Maron too, I think.
Oh my God, he does. They made him a playable character in the Friday the 13th game.
They're actually that is Mark Maron. They're podcasting in the back of that van right now.
And yeah, that's it.
He's asking him what it's like to be on SNL.
Oh my. Yeah, the two characters there are Tommy Chong stand-in and then Shelley are both playable in that game.
Okay.
So that's fun. Okay,
Oh,
here
yes.
we go.
Oh,
I'm
man.
glad that we weren't
boy.
talking over that. We've now set up that she is pregnant. That's the
3D joint here.
There we go.
Ooh.
Oh,
yeah.
You know what? I kind of like that. That's not bad. That's not bad.
Yeah, we've set that up. It'll never be brought up again. But
That she's pregnant.
spoiler alert: she's going to be murdered.
Is it the girl driving or the girl in the passenger seat?
I believe she's in the passenger
Okay.
seat. Yes.
Okay.
But she will. There's been some online debate about whether or not that counts towards Jason's.
So two kills or only one, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep. And I guess it just depends on how you feel. Moving on.
Yeah, let's get out of this quagmire.
So another thing I'm noticing here is, she did mention it one more time, I guess. The 3D smoke. You guys see that?
Yeah.
That's fun
It's
stuff.
lingering in the air.
Yeah, that's good. They are eating an insane amount of weed, by the way.
Yeah,
Like,
this is that scene from Super Troopers.
Yes. And I'm not going to sit here and lie and tell you I haven't eaten weed before. Not just weed. I mean, usually you like put it in something.
I was going to say like an edible, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
And I've got to tell you guys, those people would be in the hospital. That's all I'm going to say.
I want to something about 3D that I'm noticing.
Yeah.
Whenever something is happening in 3D here, for the most part, I mean, the baseball bat was pretty in focus.
Yeah.
But the rest of the stuff is not really in focus. And one of the things that was learned in this most recent 3D revival is that in order to keep the viewer comfortable, you should keep what you want them to look on in focus. And so, like, her handing the joint over was completely blurry.
Yeah, it
Right.
was.
And so, they just hadn't quite learned the techniques
No,
of, like, you don't want people to throw up or be, like, have headaches when they watch 3D movies yet.
For
So
sure.
hopefully by the end of this, we don't all have pounding migraines.
I bet I will.
Real quick, I've got a question for you guys. I think this might be a good in the middle of the kills here.
Of course.
What's the last? Do you remember the last 3D movie you saw, or do you remember? Do you have any good experiences with 3D movies or bad experiences?
Real quick, before we do that, though, I got to just mention the prospector here.
Yes.
Love this guy. Another perfect example of Jersey Tucky and the classic, like, you're all doomed guy, which is fantastic. Tim, yes.
Sleeping
3D.
there to say that. Yeah.
Yeah, so let's see. 3D movies. Yeah, I remember. I've never been that blown away by 3D. I like particle effects in 3D. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Rain.
Okay. Oh, he holds an eyeball here, doesn't
Yeah,
he?
here we go.
Sorry, if you hold that up to me, I'm not going to go, that's an eyeball. I'm going to be like, what is that? Is that like an 8-ball of cocaine or something? Like, okay, I guess it's an eyeball.
That's pretty out there.
It's
That's
out
good.
there for a pretty long time.
That was good. Yeah, so I remember a couple sequences in Tron that I really liked in 3D in the theater. And then I remember a scene in Prometheus, the Ridley Scott movie.
The map scene?
No, for me it was the scene where they're in it's some sort of like a hailstorm or something
Yeah.
going on the planet. And I remember that was really cool. But I'll be honest, there's not a ton that stand out for me with that.
I really loved when they get to the room where they're in the space jockey ship center and they turn the map on and the map kind of expands around them. I thought that was really nice.
That was cool. Yeah.
Obviously, I love Tron Legacy. I enjoy watching it in 3D.
We were watching that a little bit before we started this.
Yeah, and I actually, last time I watched it in 3D was about a year ago. I remember I sat down on my birthday and watched it in 3D and enjoyed it very much. I tend to not like 3D movies that much, but if they're shot in 3D like Tron was, and if they're animated movies that can be easily converted to 3D.
Yeah.
They tend to be better than the ones that they post-convert, which is like any Marvel movie that you've seen in 3D was not shot in 3D, that kind of thing.
I've never been blown away by anything Marvel 3D, but that's probably why. You're right about the animated thing, though. There's been a couple of those I've seen where I was like, man, that's pretty cool.
Wreck-It Ralph is a lot of fun in 3D to me, those types of things.
Avatar was 3D, correct?
Avatar was also in 3D. Supposedly Avatar 2 will be in high frame rate 3D.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if that's still true.
So, I went and saw Avatar in 3D, and I was happy I did. But I remember that being like really good. The problem with Avatar is it's like 2.5, 3 hours long, so it does start to wear on you. But it actually didn't wear. The worst experience I had was that Resident Evil movie that was in 3D.
Afterbirth or whatever it was.
Oh my God. Did we see that in 3D?
I saw it in 3D with my brother because I remember we went to the theater. It was just we were hanging out. We went to the theater, and it was the only time we've ever just picked a movie on the spot. Like we're just like, we had to get out of the house. We were hanging out, and we were like, let's go see Resident Evil in 3D. And an hour and a half later, we were both nauseous.
Yeah, you ready to throw up?
I'm glad you've learned to love yourself a little more since then, because why would you do that to yourself?
The best 3D related, and then we'll get back to the best 3D related things I've ever seen are both penis related.
Yeah. I know where we're going.
One is the Piranha 3D, where the piranha bites Jerry O'Connell's penis off, and then it spits it at the camera.
Yeah, that was sweet.
And the second one is Jackass 3D, where the dildo is fired across the screen.
It comes right out at you, too. That was good.
It hits him in the face.
You know how many takes that probably took to get that thing spot on? Amazing.
Anyway, there we go. So some 3D memories, I think. Any other ones?
No, I always liked the shark, and I never saw it in 3D, but the shark in Jaws 3D, they just kind of it's like clearly just a cardboard cut out of a shark. There's no life to it. It's just kind of pulling it.
Have you ever been in a van with like a shaggin' wagon like that with the carpet?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
It creeps me out so much. I want nothing to be. I don't ever want to be near a van that has all that carpet in it.
For some reason, Willie being in the van like that does not surprise me.
I grew up around a lot of musicians, so yeah, I saw a few of those, and they always smelled.
Yeah, I was gonna say that carpet never gets shampooed.
Traps. Yeah.
Always. We should mention we just met her love interest, I guess, kind of an old flame, somebody that she maybe had a bit of a spark with in the past. It's a bit of a tortured relationship, I think. But he's trying to reignite the passion. But she's not having any of it. You'll understand why she's kind of got needless to say, some understandable hang-ups about this place. And
she's the pregnant one, right?
This gal here, yes.
They're making her sleep in a hammock?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Terrible friends.
Not great. Here we go.
I mean, at least she's not third trimester pregnant.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, this hay. Man, that hay is right in front of me.
We're going to be doing a lot of...
Look
at the hay.
Oh, this dude, yeah.
Yeah, this gentleman here... Oh, I like the hay fall.
The hay fall don't look bad.
Particle effects, right, Willie?
Yeah, that looks sweet. This guy here... I don't remember what the character's name is, and I don't care. It's actually, I think it's
Flannel Guy, right?
Yeah, I always he looks like Biff to me. Biff should be his character's name, no matter what.
Oh, jeez. It's got some confidence issues there.
This guy. Why are we watching this?
Yeah.
This is the part where we are quiet. Well, I want to see what's in this.
Oh.
And it is...
I thought she was going to be dead.
A little flirtatious stuff going on there. That's nice. Now he's going to try to commit murder. Watch.
Just fucking drops her.
Now, how did he know that she'd land safely? I'm not convinced.
I was almost certain he was going to be dragging up a severed head or something.
Sure,
like that.
yeah.
No,
Yeah.
Higgins Haven is one of the playable
I was going to
maps.
say,
Yes.
Alex, you probably remember this setting.
It's very familiar, actually.
The spiral staircase.
I've been killed in front of that spiral staircase so many times.
That fireplace, I've been killed in that a few.
We should mention, I don't know if we mentioned, Alex is the king of finding pocket knives.
Not
oh
anymore.
My God.
I think
no.
it wasn't a bug that they patched out, but I would find like 4 pocket knives every round.
When is the last time you guys have played that game? I haven't played it in forever.
Oh God, it's been ages.
Last
I don't even
time-
know if it's I don't even know if you can play it anymore.
Last time I would have played would have been with both of you, probably.
Yeah.
So
There is still a streamer I follow that plays it, but I don't. He's kind of like, I don't know. I don't know if he's just like mastered the game to the point where
I'm sure by
he's just
now.
like making his own stuff up.
I'm sure by now there's some like bizarre things that people have found in that game to like win easily that would make it frustrating to play.
I should watch one of his more. He like just posted. I haven't watched any of his videos in a while. I should watch.
You should.
See what he's up to.
Oh no,
Oh,
not
no.
Shelly. Not Shelly. Man, oh man. Don't look at him. He was giving off some serious early Resident Evil voice acting vibes there. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. Shelly.
Oh, Shelly, god damn it.
That is his hair when I gets long is like exactly like a lot like Shelly.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
You don't. Your hair looks like his hair though.
Yeah, if I shave though.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. One time someone told me what's my man's name from Princess Bride?
Carrie Ellis?
No, I wish. Someone told me I looked like the inconceivable guy.
Oh, Wallace Shawn?
Wallace Shawn? No, you don't look like Wallace.
No.
I mean, I love Wallace Shawn, but no. No, only 2 can escape in that car. Okay.
That's one of the cars,
It's one
too,
of the
isn't
cars,
it?
It is.
Damn.
Yeah, they had an attention to detail. I got to give that to them.
Certainly did.
So we're going to take a little journey off the Higgins Haven premises here. This is a fun little bit. We're going to be getting introduced to some other, dare I say, cannon fodder characters, machete fodder characters here shortly. And they might be my favorite characters in the movie, so I'm very excited.
I was waiting for Wake Me Up before you go to start playing as the car
They couldn't
drove off.
afford that.
Damn.
Yeah, unfortunately. You would get some weird Muzak version of it, I think. like some local band that played, like, can you play that song but not that song?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is what's great about this movie is the 3D face that kind of died out by this point. There's also a disco theme at the beginning, and
It's
the
so
disco
sweet.
disco had also died by this point.
It's so
Did
sweet.
it start production like 10 years earlier?
Crazy enough, I think the first 3 came out within like 3 years of each other.
That's
It was
crazy.
ridiculous.
Oh, damn.
Whoa.
Why not?
Jeez. Oh, here we go.
Is that magazine called Chad?
Oh, that wallet,
oh,
though.
man.
Ah, that wasn't great. Here we go.
Yeah, she's cool.
That's our girl Fox, also playable in that game, by the
I
way.
remember that, yeah.
And then we got Ali and the third guy. I don't remember his name. But Ali might be the greatest character in Friday the 13th history. And you'll know why by the end, Alex.
I'm excited to find out.
Oh, it's wonderful.
Well, that's. It is good that they were promoting safe sex at this time.
True.
Yeah, and good on Shelley,
Yeah.
he was, I mean, good on him for having the confidence to think that maybe, Although that thing's
that's
probably
bad.
been in there
That's
for
been
like...
in there for years. That's not good. They should throw that away.
It's like a decade old.
They didn't know that lesson back then, you know?
I do love that the disco theme is playing in the convenience store.
Yeah.
Oh, they
still,
got those-
still alive, baby.
we made this theme. We're going to play it as many
Oh,
times as
absolutely, yes.
possible. P.O. boxes, eh?
Yeah.
How about that? I don't see a lot of P.O. boxes.
I believe this gas station or this convenience store is still standing.
You can visit it, I think.
Yes. Yes, this still exists.
Yeah. Now, do they hate it? If you come
No,
visit?
I think that
they welcome it?
there's some places
It's probably not that. Well, I don't know.
there's some places and I'm sure it's for any movie franchise. There's some places where people are very much
The Silver Shamrock.
okay.
Like, I remember the Horrors Haunted Hallowed Grounds guy, Sean Clark, went there, and like the people that are there now like chased him off.
Like, yeah. See, it's too bad. I mean, I get it. That's their prerogative, but I know the one that a lot of Friday the 13th fans.
Ooh, not good.
Ali is mad now.
Now he's just got to go in there and dance to tequila.
Yes, perfect. Ali looks like he'd fit right alongside the characters in Pee-wee.
Oh God, that's such a sweet move. That's how you stop a car, folks. If you ever need to stop a moving vehicle, do it like that. They will not run you over.
I think I decided he's my Halloween costume this year. Like, I'm going to get the vest. I'm going to get the chain.
The studded collared shirt.
Absolutely.
Oh man.
That glass.
I'm actually kind of impressed, by the way, though. Like, I'm surprised by how good, like, the depth stuff looks on this.
I know.
And like,
Alex is used to watching Tron on this, but like, I've seen this movie 100 times, probably. Maybe not 100 times, but like, this is the best I've ever seen.
It's kind of blowing my mind.
This is amazing.
Honestly, I'd be really fascinated to know if they had any more discussion about, like, did they enhance those things at all,
For the Blu-ray?
Yeah, like, did when they were making this version, did they do anything to increase that depth effect?
I know that, the company that released it. Whoa. You're right, though, Alex, about that out of focus thing, because it doesn't quite have as good of an effect as it would if it wasn't.
Yes,
I mean, that's not bad.
It's really not bad, but it just kind of like it, because your eyes can't focus on the image, but it is the thing that is there. Like it can mess with your head a little bit.
I'm thrown up by the end of the tonight.
Real quick, because they talk about that in the Crystal Lake memories. Like, they talk about how the hardest, they couldn't even concentrate on acting because the hardest things they had to do was make sure they were pointing the camera or they were
hitting
the
your spot,
doing the yo-yo the correct way.
Yeah, that was more important to them than performances. So Alex, you mentioned the Blu-ray. Scream Factory did this set, and we've brought them up a billion times, but they do a really good job. I don't know how much touching up the 3D effect they've done here, but I know they do like full on like remasters and stuff of everything. So I would guess that was part of them going through, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know what that process is like, but I would guarantee just them going through and cleaning up the picture, I think probably helps. I
think that's part of it. The other thing is that, like, generally, they do have the ability to make things that aren't 3D into 3D, and that post conversion can be done well by people who know how to do it well.
Yeah.
So I think there's a chance that, like, if something didn't look as good as they wanted it to,
they had somebody touch it up. Maybe
they could touch it up in that sense. So I think it's a possibility that they could do something like that. But I will say it looks really good. It looks better than I would have expected it to look.
I'm shocked. Sadly, the in your face stuff so far it's a mixed bag thus far.
Yeah.
But I am shocked at how good, like, even the doc behind them, I mean, the depth of it, at least I'm seeing it. Maybe, I don't know.
Do you guys wear contacts?
I don't.
Nope.
Oh, man. These things, about an hour and my eyes are going to be like sandpaper.
Yeah, you're going to be hurting, man. I'm sorry about that.
That's okay.
I believe this actress's name is Tracy Savage, the one playing the pregnant teenager here. She actually is probably most well known for being one of the major on-air newscasters covering the O.J. Simpson trial.
Oh, wow.
Like, that was her like thing. Kind of fun, interesting a little bit.
Springsteen the Boss.
Oh, that's a good bumper sticker. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got, right. Oh, he can charge up the boat. With
sparked.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're going to be siphoning some gas here. What a good prank, right?
Oh man.
They wrecked their bikes. Let's siphon some gas. These are real tough folks.
He's doing it with a lit cigarette.
Yeah, what a maniac. I witnessed a neighbor of mine siphoning gas out of their snowblower the other day with their mouth.
Ugh.
And putting it back into a gas tank. And I was like, man, I know gas prices are high, but I don't know.
Not high enough for that.
No. Hey, the cigarette was good. At least he tossed it out. No, he lit another one. Did you see that? That was good stuff. He put a new one in his mouth. I like this biker gang, and there's a few reasons why. One, the fashions. I mean, this is a good looking gang here, and secondly, I like the fact that we've got we got a gang who's, we got a couple African American people in the group. We got this kind of weird, kind of greasy, creepy, chain smoking white guy in the group. It's a nice eclectic mix, and I like that for a biker gang.
I mean, it does suck that there's only people of color in the gang.
That's unfortunate.
But
yeah, that's unfortunate.
It's better than not having any people of color in the movie at all.
Sure, there you go. That's good. Plus, Ali's the best character in the movie, so there's that.
Well, yeah.
But the other thing I like
is that Rosebud.
Rosebud
sled.
yes. It's been sitting in there all this time. The other thing I like about this gang is that, like I said, their idea of like getting vengeance on the people that like wrecked their bikes, which is probably their life, right?
Yeah.
Is to let's just take the gas out of their van. And then this tough as nails chick here, Fox, she's just kind of weirdly wandering around a barn, touching everything she sees. I mean, she's amazed. Look, she was amazed by a saddle.
I thought we were going to get like a trash in the camp from Tarzan moment there with a little number that she was going to put on. Unfortunately, that doesn't seem to be the case.
But I mean, what is she doing right now? Like, I mean, what's happening?
I mean, clearly, like if she's in a gang, maybe she's mostly lived like a city life, and she's finally seeing like
I like
a
that.
canteen.
Yeah, a canteen and a saddle. Like maybe she thought like all the saddles were gone after the cowboys died out.
Wherever the cowboys gone. Okay, maybe I like that. I like that explanation. Or maybe she's looking for treasures.
Maybe she loves antiquing.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. She likes to go to like flea markets and stuff.
Absolutely.
Yeah, she might be tough, but she's gonna have some sort of hobby, right?
Yeah. Is the gang only 3 people?
Yes.
That we know or that we see in this?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's no spin-off about the rest of the gang, like trying to get, revenge.
Missed opportunity.
Yeah, it's too bad.
Could have been a whole cinematic universe if it came out today,
It probably would be.
Fox and the gang.
Fox and the gang. Oh, they're gonna burn the barn down. Okay.
Maybe not so innocent.
All right. I forgot that plot point.
I stayed here silent because I remember that. Yeah.
Did you remember it?
No, I just remembered like something. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I remember like, what are you guys?
This is great. Look at her. She's having a good time.
Swinging.
This feels good.
He's jealous. Uh-oh.
I love that. It's so good. Now, a lot of this movie is just a series of people entering the barn, being murdered, and then a second person going to look for them, and then getting murdered.
Jason's got strategy here,
He's got a home base this time around, know?
Yeah, he does not move as much right now.
No, honestly, he's like on like
the other one you did commentary part 8, Alex. He's like a teleporter.
Yeah.
At times, this one he just got to stay still and let the people come to him.
Yeah.
You got to play to your strengths, Like if you can thin the herd out early,
right. Well, and guys, this takes place the day after.
Oh, so this is Saturday the 14th.
This is Saturday the 14th, technically.
Yes.
It takes place the day after part 2, and so he's tired.
Yeah.
What if they put it out in theaters as Saturday the 14th? Would anybody have gone to see that movie? Oh, Jesus Christ.
I mean, I would now. The great thing, Alex, is it gets even better, buddy, because Friday the 13th part 4 takes place the day after this movie. So it's actually
Sunday the 15th. Oh, boy. He's going to turn around into that rake or whatever it is, right? Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. We haven't had much in the way of on-screen kills so far.
He's got kind of a cool, like,
there we go.
Oh, no. Right in the gut. That's good.
Got kind of a cool, like, George Michael style, but it was like a dagger instead of a cross earring. Never noticed.
Pretty slick.
Yeah. He should have done the old George Michael butt move in front of the camera.
with the pitchfork in his torso.
Yes.
All right, Ali's turn. I wasn't joking. I mean, how funny is that? It's good. It's good stuff. What's the plot of this one going to be? Well, they're going to go in a barn and then die. And then somebody else is going to go in a barn.
I like the fact that what if we got these bikers to go there and drain their vehicle of gas to create some tension, and then we just kill them one after another as they walk into the bar.
I mean, and part of that is going back to that body count thing. Like, you've got to have... Oh, my God.
That's good dead acting. That's good. He's got
was
good
good
eyes.
stuff.
Pretty
Yeah.
solid, yeah.
Good eyes.
Oh, here we go. Oh, like a cat.
Oh, look at that machete.
This is good stuff. He just starts poking things for no apparent reason.
Ali is cool looking because he looks like a young Dave Chappelle mixed with Avery Brooks from like the later seasons of Deep Space Nine when he was bald.
All right, now I need it noted. How many times was Ali whacked with a machete there?
3?
Yes. Keep that in mind.
All right.
It's important. Oh yes, the handstand.
Oh, they set this up, don't
Yeah,
they?
this is what is it? Chekhov's handstand.
The old Chekhov's handstand.
The old Chekhov's handstand. So yeah, I mean, like if you think about, kind of charting the course like geographically of what Jason's been up to here, Tim, you're not wrong, man. This guy has not left this barn.
No,
really, he just wants to be left alone, I think. He needs a day or two to settle down.
They tell you, like a lot of you'll hear a lot of like athletes and stuff. They'll say like when you get out of sorts and stuff, you got to let the game come to you. You just got to take a deep breath, let the game come to you. That's what Jason's doing right now.
Yeah, that makes sense.
He's not forcing the issue. He's just letting these morons continue to walk into him one by one.
Yeah, they're not doing great. Where's this drainage coming from?
Love to skip a couple stones. Stupid. This guy is a kind of a doof.
Look at him. Look at this sweater with the button up underneath.
Yeah,
he's got to go.
He called himself a farm boy earlier. Why did he borrow a sweater from his girlfriend? I don't understand.
It looks just like Jason's mom's sweater.
Exactly.
Weirdly enough, his hair looks just like Jason's mom's hair. I wonder if that'll factor in. It won't. Here we go. This is
Mark Maron back at home.
That's good.
Juggling in 3D. Out of your mind, tossing them apples up in the air.
I love this stuff. I really do.
Man.
I really do. I mean, these people are juggling for no reason beyond, like, we're making a movie in 3D. Oh no.
Their girlfriends are so bored.
That was a great shot. Yeah. Now, have you guys ever
juggled?
Made women very bored by juggling in front of them?
Not by juggling. Honestly, when I see that shot, I was like, oh, this is like our wives when we're talking about anything movie related that we really like or something like that.
Did you see that SNL skit a couple months ago, probably now, that was called like Man Park?
Yes.
Where they take that reminded me of our podcast.
That's amazing.
I seriously thought it was going to be an ad for podcasting or something like that.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it was perfect.
Now, I like Shelley up until this point, even though he's a bit of a prankster, a nerd or whatever. He's shooting his shot. He's telling her he's into her. She's shutting him down. But he's, so far I'm still on his side, because he's trying. He's not being a bad guy necessarily. He's just maybe misguided on occasion. He's going to lose me soon. But right now, I'm cool with Shelley.
All right.
I don't think I would sit on that thing. That thing does not look sturdy.
No, that's not going to last.
She reconsidered before she got there. She was like, yeah, no.
It's not going to happen. It's not in my contract.
Man, I miss finding like 12 pocket knives in a round of Friday the 13th. You guys would get so annoyed.
It's so annoying, dude. Fucking
turn our rounds into like 10-minute rounds to like 20 minutes.
After like the third or fourth one, I was like,
You're just like, screw it.
I'm not going to chase him anymore.
I don't want to play this. He's got to come to me, just like in Friday the 13th Part 3.
Yep.
And I was always dead 2 or 3 minutes into a round. So, like, I was just hitting the camera buttons or going up to get another beer. It wasn't that bad, but...
What a weird shot. Like, why do you look right into the camera?
Stoke this fire.
Kind of the same thing, I think. Oh, are we gonna have? We're gonna have 3D breasts then, I assume. Is that that's something that's going to happen?
Sounds like
film?
the 80s.
That seems about right.
Well, maybe not.
Good for Steve Miner. Little tact, you know.
Yeah,
like that.
What if it's 3D male full frontal nudity instead?
That's fine. What is this drainage coming out of?
Yeah.
Can we talk about that for a second? So I'm a homeowner. We're all homeowners now.
Yeah.
And like when you see water coming out, yeah. When you see water coming out of a mysterious source, you start to panic, right? Like that's instantly you're like, where's the leak? So what is this? Is this some sort of is this draining groundwater from under the house? What's going on here?
I don't even know where they are necessarily.
Jersey Tucky.
Yes, Jersey Tucky, but like, are they near the house?
I thought I saw the house behind him, right? Am I
I don't know if that's the house or if it's just like
some sort of shanty,
or like a some type of structural thing, because like the drainage pipe is coming out of the
rock face or whatever it is, right? Yeah, interesting. I'm just curious. Any drainage experts out there want to write in? Let us know. I'm curious.
What are we? We've asked for drainage experts, and what was the other? What were the other experts we had? Oh, UMD experts.
Yes, yes.
Yep.
What if they're one and the same?
I was gonna say if you're an expert in drainage and UMDs,
we'll call up Foundation Systems in Michigan and be like, first off,
I need you to watch. I want to give you the timestamp in Friday the 13th. I want you to put it on right now. Put it on right now. What is that? Yeah, I'll call him right now. So we're flashing back here. There is kind of a plot in this movie. I guess we can touch on it here and there.
Just like the movie does.
Yeah. Our lead, Chrissy, is telling her beau about this horrible memory she has of being attacked in the woods by a scary man who we can only assume is Jason. And I think he's wearing the same outfit he stole from the party store earlier, which is funny because this can't possibly be the same night. But anyway, Jason's attacking her. Now, there's been a lot of fan debate here about this, and I don't want to get too deep into it, but there's been some fan debate here about what's going on in this scene.
Yeah.
And, you know, pretty icky, but a lot of people are like, did Jason, you know, was this like a kind of a sexually charged attack here from Jason? I don't know, Tim. You got a take on this? That doesn't seem like Jason to me.
No,
Jason doesn't give the vibe to me personally. I've never got that sort of. I don't know. Maybe there's some repression there. I think all slashers have a little bit of like the repression thing. But
so she blacks out, right?
Yes,
is what she says.
Yeah. But Jason's never been one to. He never struck me as that.
No, I don't like that read.
Fueled by that, right?
But I don't know. This movie kind of sets it up that way. I don't know.
Yeah, it's weird. All right, let's not talk about that anymore. We're covering some real deep topics here.
My opinion on that, I mean, my opinion is I think that's what they were going for, honestly. Yeah. And my opinion on that is that's not how I like to think of.
It's not my Jason.
Hashtag not my Jason.
My special boy.
My special.
But yeah, I guess I could see because he would be. Well, how old is he here?
I don't know. It's dude. I don't know.
I like how you said let's move on, and I have decided to take it.
So I think he was born in the 50s, I believe, right? Or was that when he drowned?
Yeah.
I can't remember. I don't know. Jason, his age is never
30 or 40 years oldish.
Yeah, let's go with that.
I
think he was attacking her. Maybe, you know, he was going in for the kill.
And then she blacked out, and she got like strong.
Yeah.
It was some sort of Hulk.
Or she blacked out and he was like, I guess she's dead. And then he left.
I killed her with fright.
Fright.
Yeah.
And then he got all scared and ran away. Okay, I like that better.
Also, this would be a pre-Sackhead Jason when this had happened. So maybe he wasn't even a full-fledged killer yet necessarily. Maybe he hadn't killed Alice yet, right? Maybe he was just like
dragging her back to like kind of hang out,
meet mommy or something, you know,
watch some TV.
Yeah.
What was on in 1982 MASH?
The finale, maybe, right? Yeah, that could be it. All right, Tommy Chong gonna head out to the old outhouse here, have himself a little break.
Why is there like a moon carving into the door of the outhouse?
I don't know.
Isn't that a thing sometimes?
I think it is.
I'll Google
don't
this
know
real quick
what
so I can take these glasses off for a second.
Yeah, don't look at your phone with those on because you'll feel
die.
real crummy. Why is there a railroad spike just
That's a good
hanging
question.
from the ceiling? This is a strange place.
Was there a light in the outhouse? Did he pull that to turn on the light?
I think so.
I believe they are near a railroad because
Okay.
the people in the beginning were they had some sort of sign up that said rail.
okay.
Yep.
Okay. That makes sense.
Nothing like smoking a J on the outhouse toilet, you know?
There are a lot of people taking dumps in this movie. There's a lot of people taking dumps in the franchise.
Yeah, I was just thinking a demon.
Well, Demon is the great. I
Yeah.
mean, that's nothing. Nothing can stop the goat.
All right, so this is from todayifoundout.com. Supposedly before the adoption of the more familiar male and female bathroom symbols, it was common to use a crescent moon to denote that the outhouse was for women and a sun to denote that the outhouse was for men.
Interesting.
Interesting.
I don't know the reasoning behind that.
I would think moon, menstrual cycle.
Okay.
Okay.
That would be my guess.
And then us. Okay.
And then, suns because dudes light up everybody's lives.
This supposedly being a nod to the fact that women have long been associated with the moon and men with the sun. Yeah. Sure.
Yeah, all right.
My God, this is a long article. Okay.
Well, thank you, Tim.
We solved that mystery. So we're going to get another protracted sequence here of going in the barn.
Back in the barn.
Yeah, we're back in the barn. This barn, they got their money's worth. I do believe that the barn is unfortunately now, it burned down. So, I guess the biker gang finally got their way, but
They came back for revenge.
Yeah, some of the other ones came back. They found out that their three friends were killed by walking into it.
actually, I take it back. I take it back. I'm incorrect here. The barn is still standing. Higgins Haven was unfortunately burnt down, but the barn is still there, and I'm not sure what the situation is with the property, but I have seen people going and visiting the barn, so I don't suggest going in there. Doesn't seem to work out for
could be
anybody.
in there, yeah.
But do what you like.
What is that? What is that she's got? Is that like a boot necklace?
Well, I can't tell. Yes.
That must be for carrying weed or something, right?
Yeah,
Like,
she's got.
It could be her pipe.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that these are our characters who live for
Weed.
for weed. Yeah, it's for them. It's not recreation. It's a lifestyle.
Yeah, for sure.
And he's still in the barn. Look at him.
At least he cleaned up the bodies, though.
So at this juncture, though, I want to get into the psyche of Jason here as Vera gets grabbed from inside the lake here. Jason is annoyed now, though. I think we've reached the point now where he's kind of tired of this. He's just trying to rest in the barn. He's had like 7 people come in on separate occasions. He's had to kill a few of them, and he's over it. And he's going to start taking action now. We're getting to the good stuff.
So Shally's got is this the first appearance of hockey mask?
It is.
Very nice.
Absolutely. This is the first time we see the hockey mask.
Does he have a harpoon spike with him?
He has a harpoon gun, yes. That's Chekhov's harpoon gun.
What is in this lake by the barn that you need a harpoon gun for?
Well, for pranks, right? Well, remember...
That's it. That's the only explanation.
What do you... Hey, Alex, what do you use your harpoon guns for?
What did Shelley say there? Is that where he turns?
Yeah. I believe he calls her a bitch, which
okay.
Basically...
He's like, I'm a nice guy.
Yeah.
Shelley's the literally first nice guy character.
There was some neckbeardy stuff going on there.
Yeah.
Shelley loses me because, look, you continue to be a dick. People have told you to cut it out. She even was pretty nice to you about the whole thing.
Yeah.
And you're still being a dick. And then getting angry at her about, sorry, buddy, you lost me. But yeah, so that's the first. Shelly is the one that brings the. Is Shelly gonna go in the barn? Guess what?
One can only
He's
hope.
going in the barn
with a harpoon gun.
Yeah,
Now to be fair, with the harpoon gun, we have established that this takes place. We don't know where geography wise, so they could be some sort of. He could be out there to kill some sort of like marlin.
Yeah, right.
Right.
We don't know the aquatic life.
Yeah,
Fair
that's
enough.
true. That's true.
What do you kill with harpoon guns?
Like sharks, right?
I would think something sizable.
Right.
It would have to be pretty big. I mean, those things are gnarly. You might kill teenagers with a harpoon gun. We'll see. Yeah, so he brought the mask with him. This is the first appearance of that. And we're going to get our wonderful, wonderful hero shot here soon, which is kind of the moment I think that kind of made Jason into an icon, in my opinion.
So I guess that leads into my question is why do you think in the third film the mask sticks? You know?
Oh, yeah. Well, okay, so they switched it up from the sack for a few reasons. One, the sack didn't look great in a lot of scenes. Two, it was incredibly hard for the stuntman to run around chasing people around the woods with the sack.
Yeah.
They had it taped to his face in such a way where the eye hole was kind of
Always
against his eye
in place, yeah.
But it was a nightmare, and so they knew they were going to change the mask pretty early on. I think during the production of 2, they were like, if we're doing another one, we ain't going to keep this. And everybody that worked on this movie, from the director to the composer to the caterers, have taken credit for bringing that hockey mask to the set. So who the hell knows? Because everybody wants to be the one. My understanding is that some member of the crew had brought it with them to the shoot. I don't know why. And somebody saw it and went, whoa, 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 that's good stuff.
Interesting.
So, but who knows?
So maybe from there, I guess the thing is like, I guess in a practical sense, maybe the hockey mask was like cooler to shoot in.
Sure.
And obviously
it's breathable, I would think.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got, I mean, I'm sure they customized whatever hockey mask was brought to set.
Yeah. But then,
look at him.
Beautiful.
Look at him.
Our boy has become man.
I like that she thinks that's Shelly still. This guy's like 7 feet tall. Here we go.
Took off the wetsuit. Oh.
Yes!
Oh, that was sweet.
Right in the eye.
That ruled.
Yeah, that was a big moment for me.
Like, he just tosses it like a G. Get out of here.
One and done.
That was the one. That was the moment I really wanted to see in 3D in this movie. That was it.
He's got an interesting walk, this Jason.
Yeah.
He's got kind of like a, I don't know if I want to call it kind of a lax, but he's got kind of
a little bit of a shuffle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh, they figured out the hammock. So
When
that's
the
nice.
hammock is a rockin'.
When the hammock is a swaying, don't come a playing.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad they figured it out.
Yeah.
Big time mouth noises there.
Mm-hmm.
Best one.
That was the best one yet.
Can't get pregnant twice. Huh?
I think we have twins now.
This guy would think that too. Yeah, so like I said, Jason's annoyed now because like Shelly was the final straw. Shelly came in the barn and he's like, "Are you kidding me?"
Yeah.
So now he's like, "I'm going to clear out the whole area. Obviously, these kids aren't going to leave me alone."
You guys are so annoying. Let me sleep in my barn.
Okay.
Tim, where does this rank for you, Jason, like look / performance wise? Like, is this up there for you? I mean, obviously it's the first hockey mask Jason, so in a lot of ways it's kind of like...
I put it up there for that reason.
Yeah.
But I also do kind of have a soft spot for Sackhead Jason just because it's so different. And like I watch these out of order, and so when I was a kid, and so like that the Sackhead look of Jason was kind of that unknown whatever you want to call it.
No, I get it. I get
it. He was something that didn't exist for me. He was like some
mythical
treasure.
mythical
some mythical
almost,
creature.
yeah.
And then so when I finally saw him, I was a big. But this obviously is up there.
Yeah.
I don't like, for whatever reason. I'm not a huge fan of his. The mask fits weird to me
In this movie?
Yeah. and I'm not a huge fan of his ensemble, his outfit.
Yeah.
I prefer the Kane looks later on. I prefer the zombie Jason.
The zombie
looks.
Jason.
Yeah, that's kind of the Jason.
Look at Jason just stand there. Look at him. Look at him. You see him just stand up against the wall. It's so good. Yeah, I'm with you. I get it.
Oh
no,
man.
That's stupid. You do a handstand like that.
It's like my sack got ruined, so your sack gets ruined.
There's the handstand. Yeah, he's on a mission now. No, I'm with you. I think that the zombie Jason generally has the more interesting looks throughout the course, because like the makeup people can run wild with it a little bit.
I really like the waterlogged Jason look from Part 8, where he's kind of like
covered in tar.
Yes,
bloated.
Yeah. Yes,
that's good.
You can see his like rib cage and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, of the non-zombie Jasons, I think I like 4 the best because he's a little bit more. He's not sauntering around like this one is. Yeah. He's kind of like hauling ass when he has to. I mean, this one gets, he picks up the speed a little bit, but I always found the guy in 4
just stand. Yes.
Yeah, he just kind of like is kind of lanky and silly looking.
What's this Jason's name?
Richard Brooker.
Yep.
He did pass away not too long back. There's actually a documentary about Richard Brooker. I think
really?
It's on YouTube. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, cool.
Kind of interesting. British man.
He was a British guy, wasn't he?
Yep. Mm-hmm. And I think he did a lot of stunt work prior to this. Generally, the Jason actors were stuntmen or stuntmen actors, combination, whatever. Yeah, interesting guy. I've seen interviews with him. He's kind of very well spoken. Check it out. I think I don't remember the documentary's called, but it's pretty good.
Now he's got some. She's kicking back with a Fango, I believe, a Fangoria.
Love that. This is the first time in this series where we were able to get a little bit. I think now we were becoming aware of what the series was because we're on number 3 here.
Yeah. So and, there's a nice.
There's a Savini bit there. Yeah. And here we go. So we're gonna get the callback to the Kevin Bacon kill from the original here.
Oh man!
Oh, that's gnarly.
Ripped.
Oh,
yikes!
There it is. Yeah, they're able to get a little bit more tongue-in-cheek with certain things by this point. I mean, there had been so many slasher movies after that first Friday the 13th, like so many variations on somebody killing somebody during the holiday, whatever holiday was going on. Oh, that's
yeah. This movie actually.
Oh man, what a dream! What a dream!
What in the world is going on right now?
This movie actually comes at the tail end of that first slasher cycle too. That 82, 83 when it kind of fizzled out before it came back again in the late 80s.
Yep.
Can you imagine trying to eat popcorn that is just popping on the stove directly into your mouth?
It'd be
how burned your tongue
would be boiling.
Oh my God!
He is so high right now. It does
That's true. He doesn't feel it.
He feels nothing. He ate all that weed in the car and then has been smoking the entire time since.
When's the last time you guys made popcorn on the stove? I haven't made popcorn on the stove.
Haven't done it on the stove in a long time.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
The old Jiffy Pop, they still sell that Jiffy Pop?
Yeah.
The old Scream Jiffy Pop.
Yeah.
It's probably been about 12 years. I think I remember being up north.
Okay.
Up north would be a Jiffy Pop kind of, or camping would be a Jiffy Pop kind of thing.
Right. Yeah, that's great, man. I love that. Yeah, we do a lot of microwave popcorn for sure, but we do have a popcorn maker at home.
Those are fun.
Cool. Yeah, kind of neat. We haven't used it in a long time. See, toddlers cannot eat popcorn. They're not supposed to because toddlers have a hard time understanding that stuff gets stuck in your gums and how to properly get it out.
Yeah.
And as you, I'm sure, both have experienced, popcorn gets stuck in your gums. So
kind of difficult to make a toddler floss regularly.
You can't. Yeah, I mean, she's not gonna floss. Oh my!
Is that a skunk?
That's skunk.
That's a dead skunk.
Cute little guy.
I thought it was weed. Smelled like weed. Ooh, what's this?
Wait, this is another great thing about the Friday the 13th franchise is like the characters that awkwardly wander around by themselves, commenting on everything they see. Ooh, baby! Like any actual human being would.
Sorry, I'm just imagining one of us walking around.
Ooh, baby! Any actual human being that's wandering around in the dark like that would be in and out. Oh, Shelly.
What?
Shelly? Cut it out, bruh.
Oh, man.
Oh, I don't think he's joking. Wow, that looks really good. That gearbox or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Not Tommy.
What a staccato scream. He's like, not so high that he knew he should be scared, but he wasn't gonna, draw it out.
I believe this is our first electrocution death in the franchise.
Nice.
There's not a lot of them.
Just reminds me of the mini game in the game.
Yeah,
Shocking yourself.
Oh, no. Shelly lived for a while there with a slit throat, though.
He did.
He was wandering around camp like...
That's why I was so surprised. I was like, how is he still up and about?
I do find it interesting that our last two of our non-lead teenagers... The last two non-lead teenagers are like the stoners. It's so sweet. They kept them around as long as possible. Oh, the wind!
So we've got her, Rick, and the lead, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now she's done.
Missed opportunity there with the poker coming through, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, should have gone for something a little bit more 3D. Yeah, I believe we're down to our final two now.
Final two.
Yeah. Biff and
Do we remember her name right now?
Chrissy.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah,
I did not.
I was gonna say Jennifer.
Sure. Jennifer and Biff. A pair for the ages.
Those guys are crazy. Yeah?
Tim, you do a good Biff.
Yeah. Perfected it over the years.
It's great. You're no Shelley.
I'm a country boy just like Biff.
That's true.
Let me just actually push the door.
Literally pushed it with one hand. Fucking zero effort.
Solid owned by him, though.
Yeah.
Let me help you out.
Oh, no, Biff, don't do it.
Those fucking stoners love their popcorn burnt.
And I can buy most of these actors as early 20s, I don't know, maybe a couple years into college, whatever. But Biff looks like
he's a dad on a sitcom, man.
Yes, he's like a solid 38, 39, at youngest.
I think he's got a weird accent too. I don't know what it is. I have to hear him talk some more, but
this is the other part I was really excited for in 3D, guys.
All right.
This is the second one. I mean, the harpoon gun is like that's the scene, but there's another one coming up here that I'm pretty enthusiastic about seeing. Alex, you got a favorite character so far in the movie? Most of them are dead, but
not really.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Jason.
Jason's pretty good in this one.
Oh no. Oh, they're so close, if he could just get the leg up.
Yep.
He could warn her with his loafers.
Farm boy loafers.
Yeah, exactly. It's too bad. Oh no.
No, this is good.
Oh boy.
This is the first barehander, I think.
There we go.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, baby. And we got that Nike product placement too.
100% not a sponsor.
No way. Yeah. What?
Ooh. Now, this was supposed to be the last Friday the 13th movie.
They all were. Yeah.
Because they held a funeral for Jason at the end of this, on the set.
They did. Yeah. They did. I mean, Steve Miner had said, I'm done, and I think at this point, like,
he thought the franchise would die with him, that's how.
Yeah. And Sean Cunningham had zero interest in being involved at this point. He's very interested in being involved now, but
he's not interested in being involved. He's interested
in collecting paychecks,
receiving a check. Yes.
But yeah, the plan was for this to be it, and then obviously we got part 4, which was called the final chapter. So that was very much the plan, and then here we go again and again and again. I think by the time we got to 5, they gave up on the whole let's end it thing for a while. So now we get the classic scene in all these movies where our final girl, our heroine, has to discover the corpses of her friends littered about the area before she comes.
It's got windy too.
Yeah.
The wind has picked up.
Storm is brewing.
Jason's weather control powers. We're going to turn it up for this final girl.
He's a man of many powers. What's up there in the barn loft there? Oh, no. It's the random biker I never met.
It's this dude that I don't know at all.
Who is this guy? Can she be sure that guy was dead, though, based on that brief encounter? I guess I don't know what my plan is when I'm dealing with confronting Jason at this point, right? Like,
does she? I mean, she doesn't. I mean,
she doesn't know he's a thing. Well,
no, other than her like previous experience.
But she doesn't know that's related to what's going on.
No.
I mean, I guess like once the shit hits the fan here, like what do you do? I guess I mean,
that's not going to do much.
No, that's not. That's not great.
As somebody who's been inside of Higgins Haven while Jason is trying to break in, there's not a whole lot you can do.
You look
really
for pocket knives.
Yeah, you just search the drawers for pocket knives.
Right.
You hope there's a shotgun or a flare gun somewhere.
Yeah, if you can get out and run to the woods and just kind of hide in some trees.
You can hide in one of those dresser things.
Yeah.
Hope one of your other compatriots calls the police.
Yeah, that's true.
Hope Tommy Jarvis shows up.
Yeah.
Oh,
just chucks him.
That's another missed opportunity. They could have just thrown a body at the camera, you know?
It's true.
Just hits it.
Here comes our reveal. Oh, there he is in all his glory. Fun fact, the character's name was written as Derek, and they changed it to Rick because they didn't want her to have to scream a 2-syllable name.
Fair.
I'm not joking. No, this is solid.
I think it's reasonable.
Solid. Dump some books on the fuck. I mean, there you go. Although he got conked by like one book.
That must have been that must have been a late era King book.
Yeah. Yeah, that was definitely Dreamcatcher. I love these final chases because Harry Manfredini can go nuts with the music. He just goes balls to the wall.
The leash is off. Yep.
Go nuts. Just annihilate those string instruments. Have fun. No, this is not a good plan. I'm just going to, I hate to criticize. I've never been chased by a 7-foot tall.
You don't go in the flannel. Oof.
Oh, no. Well, she went in a closet.
Yeah.
There's no other way out of there that I can see beyond this is going, oh, here he comes. He's angry. And then you screamed. So, like I said, maybe I shouldn't judge. Look at that door handle, though. That doorknob. That was some good 3D. Oh, that was good, too. Maybe it's hitting me harder now. I don't know. I'm like a PBR and a half deep. Maybe that's what I needed.
Missed opportunity for some blood spurting there, but
yeah, what are you gonna do? Savini wasn't involved in this one.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, ouchie!
Right in the hand.
Get him, She missed a lot of shots, though. Oh, and then she got the knee? Weird.
She must have, jammed that down hard.
Oh,
did you hear that squishiness?
it's pretty bad.
Oh. Just going to go for the old desperation dive here.
Through the broken glass window.
Well, I guess I screwed up so far. I might as well, go for it. Look at those long arms, though. He's like NBA player Jason over here. It's a cheap-ass jacket, though.
Definitely not a members only.
No, tore like nothing. Now, this is this is an interesting finale we're building up to here.
I was going to say, why isn't she running away?
Well, so I'm with you, right? But on the other hand, I kind of get this. Like, part of me understands this. Sorry, I'm adjusting my 3D glasses. I think they're embedded into my skull, but
There's a biff.
Ooh, I like that.
I can see that was fun, wasn't it? The hands. I can see where she's like, I'm gonna keep an eye on this son of a bitch. He can't see me now, so maybe I'll just try and get the jump on him. I kind of get it. I respect the hustle. You guys think this car is gonna start?
No.
No.
They took the gas out.
There you go. Here's the thing, though. In most of these movies, the car just doesn't start. My boy, what's his name? Who's the damn Steve Miner? Steve Miner.
Not concerned with continuity.
He had the foresight to be like, we got to set up the reason why this car is gonna fail. So I'm proud of him.
But it started.
Yeah, well,
but it's not going to last long.
Yeah, there's enough gasoline in it to start it and get a little. Okay, fair enough.
I got to give him credit.
Not like you're sucking it dry when you siphon the tank.
Sure,
right?
There's got to be something in there, right?
Yeah.
Some fumes at the very least. Let's check out his gas tank, baby. Here comes Jason hobbling. He was already kind of gimpy. Now he's really going for it. She just noticed.
Reserve.
What is that switch?
It's a reserve tank.
Is that what that is? Okay.
Yeah, so some of those vans of that era would have a second gas tank.
That's pretty rad.
Yeah.
What does that bumper sticker say? Does it say, I love
fishing, I think.
fishing? Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh.
Oh, my. Jason just hopping through the woods. It's so sweet. All right, now we're getting up to grand finale here, boys. In terms of the actual showdown, I'm a big fan of this film and what it does. But there are one or two elements here where I always kind of feel maybe even more befuddled than normal with these movies. I think you'll know them when you see them. If not, I'll just call him out.
Smart Jason.
Yeah, he's no dummy. This is a Jason who couldn't rely on the brute strength. He wasn't a zombie yet, you know?
The half-popped collar. Pretty good.
Oh, he's looking sick. The half pop is a bold
he's
choice.
Like, here's how you do it, you dumbass.
Did you not know what this 2x here?
You know what? This look is growing on me too. I like it. I like the shoulders.
Yeah.
He's kind of shrugging the whole time.
And you know what? The mask fits better than I thought it did in the first shot. So
you're kind of
all right.
You're kind of falling in love with this guy here. Beautiful. The collar is really something. The white shirt underneath is nice too. It's a nice touch.
Yeah.
Now,
gotta have a good undershirt under your button-up collared shirt, you know.
Of course. Now, Jason's going to check underneath everything in the barn to see if she's there. And I mean everything. He's going to check like small water buckets, Small trowels. Just to be sure. He's thorough. Look, I can clearly see underneath these things, but I'm going to move them anyway. Okay, the trunk, maybe, sure.
She would have had to scrunch up in that trunk. I'm not going to lie.
It would have been hard to get in there in the time.
I don't even know.
But why do you pull those down?
Well, now he's just pissed.
Now he's just annoyed.
Angry,
Yeah.
Who can blame him?
He's had a rough day. Somebody else is in the barn again. He's tired of it.
His holy place. Now that the shack is gone, you know?
He hit her right in the face with her butt.
That's a nice, the butt bump.
The butt bump was good. Oh, he did it. He locked that thing in. Oh, now he's got the signature weapon.
It's like when you put the lid on the peanut butter on too tight, you know?
Oh. Let's not talk about it. So I'm a relish guy. I like relish in my burgers, and I even put a little relish in my sandwiches sometimes. I'll be honest with you. Dill relish is my jam. Not sweet relish, dill relish. And nothing is worse than a can of relish. Surprise, motherfucker. Nothing is worse than a can of relish or a can of pickles that has been tightened too hard.
Yeah.
It's as bad as it gets. Now she's taking care of business now. I got to give her, look at her. Man, get it.
That was a very light tap. I mean, even for someone of her size, I would think she could do better.
She got to wind up.
The adrenaline would have,
Yeah. But look at her, though. This is resourceful stuff.
Yeah. Well, she was watching Rick earlier, you know?
Yeah. She's like, I know this dude isn't dead. He killed Biff.
Was tying up hay for him earlier. I can tie up a face.
Ooh.
So is our Jason wearing a prosthetic around his head? Or is that his actual head?
That is a prosthetic.
Okay.
Yeah, generally the Jason heads, the bald head was a like a cowl that would come over, and then obviously their face was exposed underneath the mask. But there's some fun pictures of those guys behind the scenes with the weird fleshy cowl kind of eating their face. It's fun.
Well, we're done now, right?
Right, yeah, of course.
Of course.
This is we've mentioned that, of course, zombie Jason and non-zombie Jason a few times. This is still like living Jason if we're going to go by generally what's considered the Friday the 13th mythology. And this might be the first time where I go, I don't know. Where I fully go like, I'm not sure. Not that I care, but I'm not sure he could have made it through the hanging. That would have been tough to pull off, I think. As a living, breathing person.
Yeah. Well, and
he's got a strong neck, though.
That's the thing.
Yeah,
I was going to say, he's got a pretty thick neck.
Yeah, that's true.
But I would bust it out of there. I would run right by him.
Yeah, you'd be gone, right? I mean,
what am I doing?
You're not dicking around.
I wouldn't sit there and be going,
oh,
nice.
There he is. Now she recognized, of course, he was the attacker in the woods. Now here's my first befuddle. Yeah, baby! Ali's alive. That's right. Oh no! Now his hand's off. What happened? Oh no! Now he's dead again. What in the world?
Yeah, he's got like a head wound, and that's it. Despite those 3 machete hits.
I mean, that's why he's the best character in the movie, though.
Jason, I do like that Jason says, "You're dead now."
Yeah,
I'm going to
hit you 1,000 times.
Fool me once.
Oh.
So you said this I think I remember from our discussion, this
that's
is
good.
One of the first persistent pieces of damage to the mask, right?
Right.
That axe mark becomes iconic in the franchise moving forward. What's funny is even when his mask is destroyed and he gets a new mask, it always has the axe mark, which is kind of great. Good stuff. Now, I'll say this. Friday the 13th is not what I would consider a very scary film series.
No.
Not that I'm terribly scared by most movies, but
I tell you what, I wouldn't be drinking that water. I wouldn't be putting that near my mouth.
Did you see that?
That's the scariest thing in this movie.
You know how many bodies are in that thing too? Anyway, but yeah, he
go down to the Detroit River, throw it a little bit there.
Yeah. She's gonna get the Crystal Lake's revenge here pretty soon. But yeah, there is one shot here coming up that legitimately. I like that shot of the.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Cool. There's one shot coming up here that legitimately I think is like effective and creepy, and I'm curious to see what you guys think. Please feel free to disagree. You don't need to boost my ego or anything, but this one has always kind of creeped me out especially for a Friday the 13th movie, but I've always dug it. What a rough night, but all is still. Oh, that tree.
I like that they were like, cue the branch in the water.
Hey, branch guy, do your job. It kind of pokes it. Cue the duck. What if there was like 5 minutes worth of just like ridiculous fucking jump scares?
Keep throwing stuff at it.
A cat just jumps into the.
You're making me want like
that's the shot. That always I think it's the distance of it's the smile and the yeah. That always kind of freaked me out. Anyway,
you're making me want a David Wayne They Came Together for horror films.
Yes, a Wet Hot American Slasher Summer or something. Yeah,
absolutely.
That would be good. I would definitely watch that. I mean, what's going on now? See, she was doing so good. And now the stick has really got her.
What was the plan with the canoe? Did she like paddle out a couple feet and just fucking pass out?
I mean, yeah, kind of.
All right.
Well, she has a history of just passing out in the middle of things, so I don't know.
Very true.
I think it's the way, like, Jason, you don't really see how his face all the time, and you don't see how excited he is to.
I know. There's like a creepy. Oh,
that worm is good.
That's good stuff. There's my second head scratcher.
That's Jason's mom?
I suppose. It was the sweater. Yeah, you need to. So in all honesty, that was a matter of we need the jump scare at the end, right? I mean, it doesn't make any actual sense whatsoever. But
look at this guy.
So sweet. Look at this guy.
So she was dreaming in the boat?
Yeah, I think that's the idea. All of that was
hallucination.
Was a dream, yes. I don't think she ever even left the house.
Okay.
Well, she doesn't look very wet. So
get her there.
He just shoves her in. Jesus. So there is an alternate ending that has been long kind of sought after by Friday the 13th fans. And I think it's the ending of the novelization where she actually she goes back to the house at some point. Like she gets out of the canoe and goes back to the house and Jason just cuts her head off. And that's like the end of the movie, which is kind of insane, but also pretty rad. Oh, there he is.
Tuckered out.
Yep. Just got to take a nap.
Finally dead. After drowning and now dead again. Yep.
He took a machete to the shoulder in the previous film, axe to the head, hung, stabbed in the thigh. Good stuff.
It's like Rasputin.
Yeah, I wouldn't even go in that lake, like take a dip.
No way.
That looks murky.
There's like a catfish down there. Yeah,
there's something swimming around. Mrs. Voorhees. All right.
There we go.
It is.
What a film.
Jason Productions, Inc., baby. Wow. Amazing.
Let's turn up this disco for the folks at home won't hear it, but
if you're at home listening / watching, turn it up because it's good stuff.
pretty good.
Whoa! I took these glasses off for a second.
Yeah, mine are coming off.
So, Alex, what did you think your first experience in Friday the 13th, Part 3, 3D?
Honestly, pretty solid. You know,
pretty straightforward movie, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the thing is from my experience, as I discussed earlier, having watched 1, 4, 5, and 6, I'm kind of used to the slightly more narrative drive that the 4, 5, and 6 have, and I do really appreciate that about those movies. You get Tommy
Jarvis all the way through.
Yeah. But no Crispin Glover here. It's a point against. But no, I think it's pretty solid. And the fact that honestly playing the game has given me probably more of an appreciation of these movies than I had previously.
Yeah. And this is kind of like I would say this is like the Jason template. This is kind of like the Jason movie in the way.
They figured out Friday the 13th as a franchise at this point.
He's got the hockey mask and all the kids are coming to it. So this is kind of like the first Jason movie that I think can be pointed to. So yeah, cool.
Yeah, no, I it was good. And I enjoyed the 3D. It is very gimmicky, but the stupidity of it sometimes is just entertaining.
It kind of worked for me. I mean, I was a little bit bummed about some of the pop-out stuff not being as strong as I was hoping.
Yeah.
Having watched it in 2D and always been like, I wonder how good that looks. But the depth of stuff was actually kind of impressive. I was surprised by it.
Absolutely.
It's worth a watch in 3D, I think.
I think so.
I didn't throw up. So
if you have access to the technology, they do still make, I think, 3D projectors. I think it's easier to find.
Okay.
Not that I think anybody should buy a 3D projector for the purpose of watching 3D movies, but they're still out there. But no, I think pretty good. And I like I said, I'm happy that this version of it exists because the red and blue 3D, as much as it does work, I think is just such an ancient technology that it's hard for it to be, that permanently colors the rest of the movie, right? And it kind of destroys any other type of visual sense of the film.
It's weird watching a movie like that. It really is. Yeah, I had fun with it, guys. That was really a good time.
Yes.
Thank you for
thank you, Alex. That was fun. I was
facilitating this.
Absolutely.
Really, I've ever experienced that. That was good stuff.
I'm glad that I could provide the experience.
It was good.
Willie, what are we doing next time?
Here we are again, right?
Well, I think what we're doing, what we'll probably end up doing is some sort of Horror Hound recap, or maybe some show that we record there, something like that. Yeah. So be on the lookout for that. We'll be doing some sort of Horror Hound Cincinnati.
It'll be something Horror Hound related, I think.
We'll do a recap of our journey. Absolutely.
But and please, by all means, send us feedback at all the usual places. horrormovieyearbook@gmail.com, at HM Yearbook on Twitter.
Alex, what do the game nerds got?
We just recorded an episode about Elden Ring that just released yesterday, early or late last night. We have a side quest coming out about Mexican food.
The food dudes.
Yeah, well, the food dudes. Well, we did Mexican food. We talked about the Space Coke, and then we also I talked a little bit about Kingsfield. Which is an old video game series made by the people who made Elden Ring. And then when people are hearing this, we'll have posted a brief review of Tunic, which is the game that I got the review code for. Very grateful for the folks at Finji to have sent that to me.
Cool.
And it's a wonderful game. I think everybody should check it out. So please go listen to our thoughts on that. And if all goes well, I should be on the DLC podcast with Jeff Kanata and Christian Spicer this following week. So please take a look for that. Those usually record Sunday night.
What's it called? DLC podcast?
Yeah, DLC. Okay. And it's on all your major podcatchers. I'm very excited to talk with those guys again. So.
Awesome.
Fantastic.
All right. Is that it?
That's it.
All right. Take care. Stay safe, everybody.